Okay, we're now on YouTube and 4 or 5 Facebook platforms. Actually, we're going to be on a lot more than that here in the next 2 or 3 weeks. There's several different platforms we can join through YouTube. Let me find tell everybody good morning. This is Halloween. So be careful. I just got one of our members just sent me a deal. I-35 has several lanes blocked. I don't know the location. 18-wheeler jumped over. So we're running down. How many days are in November? 30 days. There's some 31. We got 31 days left to have our inventory pretty much intact for Larry's Kids giveaway on December 14th. So I'll give you all a rundown. I met with our comptroller yesterday and Kyle. So we've got in the bank $20,350 and change. We got a donation yesterday, promised that it'll be here. We just sent an invoice, so it'll be here by Tuesday. To Jeff Schusler, who owns Sight Barricades, of $5,000. The Sid Richardson money is coming. It's going to be next week, $5,000. Matt Johnson, 3,725. In other words, $50. Robbie Baker, 3,725, $50. Tim Love, 3,725, $50. Pinnacle Bank has got a check coming to us for $1,500. For that is for them donating for us, using them as our bank for Larry's Kids. That was $1,500. Wes Williams called me or sent me a message. He's bringing a check for $1,000 today. So with money that's coming in just a couple of days for sure, $37,319. 22.5 is $300. So 22.5 and 22.5 is 44,000, 45,000. And we're at 37,319. Well, just say 37. We're $8,000 short. That's what we need. But we are going to order either tomorrow or Monday, because we've got some more money that's almost positive coming our way. So we're going to go ahead and make a commitment and buy another additional 300 bikes from Academy. Timmy's in, Ron is in. So that will be our order. Robbie Baker ordered 50 from Academy. So from Academy, we've got 650 bikes coming, or we will have. Tomorrow, Lindsay, our comptroller, is going to order another 300. We've already ordered 350. So that's 650. Fort Worth PD and Cops for Kids is 50 apiece. That's 100. So that's 750. That puts us at what we did last year. We've got Quincy's group, which is always 75 or so. We'll just say 50. That puts us at 800. International Aerospace and Machinists Union are always good for at least 100. That puts us at 900. John Bonnell and other restaurants come up with an additional 50. That puts us at 950. Our group, if we can do 250, that's 1,200. That's what I set the goal at. So we need y'all, people listening to me, to go buy a bike, helmet, and toy. We gotta have the helmets. Buy 2 bikes, 2 toys, 2 helmets. We gotta have toys. My suggestion to our board is gonna be, as soon as we come up with this additional 8,000, then the money that comes in, say we get another 5,000 or 4,000. I want to buy like 500 soccer balls, footballs, for $5 each. Go buy toys. So we're making a big splash, and it's all because of y'all. It takes a lot of hustling to get this stuff done. Jean's in, Brittany's in, good morning. So here's the state of affairs for those that are just, we've got either in the bank or will be in the bank within a few days, 37,300. We're 8,000 shy of the additional 300 bikes that we're going to order either tomorrow or Monday for sure. So I just went over it with the other folks. Hey Sam. So that puts our order with Academy at 650. Fire department and Cops for Kids is 50 each, so that's 750. Quincy's group, Fred's Texas, 50. That's 800. The International Aerospace and Machinists Union out at Lockheed is at least 100. They're usually 125 or 130. That's 900. Somehow I had 50 from somebody. Anyway, 950. So that leaves us 250 shy that I need to get from y'all, people listening to me right now. We need bikes, toys, and helmets. You can buy tricycles, training wheel bikes, whatever you choose. We've got 20 bikes coming that came in yesterday from our lady that always asks questions. She wants to be anonymous. She sent in 21 bikes, and she sent in 16. How many was in that count for those toys from yesterday evening? 16. She said she was short and over on some, so she sent 21 bikes. How many? 16 toys and 10 helmets. So we're going to cut her some slack here. She's 1 over on the back, so 4 short on the toys and 10 short. She can't find the helmets. So Brittany, I hate to put that on you, but if you can write it down, what she brought was 21 bikes. Her nephew brought 21 bikes, 16 toys, good toys, and 10 helmets. So we're not gonna ding her on the group. She's just, she's doing a damn good job. Let's say that. So, but that's what she sent in yesterday. Museum's getting full of bikes, and she is currently writing. Well, she just started writing. So. I'm going to suggest to her to get those helmets, to order them. They're still good, Brittany, online at Walmart, right? $6.99. She's still writing, so I'm going to suggest she order her toys from Walmart online and the helmets. And I'm going to see what her question is today. Aaron James is in. So we've got basically 31 days. I want to have this inventory in-house by December 1, which still gives us a few days. Monty's in. Scott should be calling shortly. Okay, if you're on the YouTube, don't forget tomorrow morning starts Gangsters in Cowtown series. Will not be on Facebook, YouTube only. So get used to doing the YouTube thing, or subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. Here's another shot of the museum. Wow, and I got yours in. They brought him over. Kyle brought him over. Okay, we're eating at McAllister's at 6333 Camp Bowie. And next Saturday, we need to help out Clown Burger in Haltom City. So next Saturday, a lot of y'all haven't been to it since it moved from Belknap. Let's go out there and show them some love and eat some burgers. So that's Saturday the 9th. Is that right? 1 p.m. So we'll get Scott to get that lined up. But this Saturday we're eating at McAllister's 6333 Camp Bowie. Okay, let me run down our where is our counter? Our election countdown. We're at 5 days, 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 27 seconds till the polls open. The lines are going to be long. Just stand in line. I am not going to open the shop on Tuesday until I stand in line in Azle. So I'll be doing the morning show from the line at Azle City Hall. There's Tom Reynolds. Tom posted a picture of one of those beautiful pins he makes. Is there a special website, Tom, or is it just your Facebook group? They make great gifts. And hey, it takes time to build them, so you need to get in touch with him. He made one for me. Beautiful. He hand carves them. So, Tom, just tell me, is it just Tom Reynolds Facebook? Is that where our people can kind of see what you do? Okay, so Tom Reynolds Facebook. You looking for a good gift, unique gift? Somebody that is kind of unique, they like to ride, or everything perfect, you know. A couple of my kids are that way. I'm haphazard. You can see this museum, it's a disaster. Okay, so, but look Tom Reynolds up. Tom, and you and your child bride, next Saturday at 1, not this Saturday, we're going to eat out at Clown Burger. They need some help. They're on the verge of going broke. So that's what we do. So we're going to converge on Clown Burger. It's going to be Fort Worth Memories at Clown Burger. Trevor Bucher reminded me of that. My book, it's all in chapters. There's the Bike Drive flyer. Can't Sleep Club. Prayer request. We need to pray for basically everybody on the planet. Everybody. Good guys, the bad guys, everybody. They all need a prayer. We've got several HOAs and different groups working and gathering up stuff for a giveaway. The Gangsters in Cowtown series starts tomorrow, 8 a.m., and then it'll be a repeat. Well, as close as I can get to a repeat at noon. That's the first program in the series. Only on YouTube. So you got to go to Fort Worth Memories at YouTube. Just subscribe and then you'll be in, but it'll start tomorrow morning at 8. I'll still do the live show when I get here. Okay, so Winstead Paint and Body. Clay Winstead, they do great work. They worked on so many of my cars. This needs to be on the news. What needs to be on the news? About the wreck on 35? Is that what you're talking about? Lisa, I don't have a clue what you're talking about. Oh, our giveaway on the news? We're working on it. Okay, Winstead Paint Body. Techstar Pools. These, yeah, we're working on that. We've got several different groups working, or people working to get that done. Techstar Pools, they landscape, they build you a barbecue outfit by your pool, different brick or whatever. They build you a pool. Schwartz and Hanson, Jerry Schwartz and his partner, they're a huge architect firm. Here's our friend Rex Benson at Rex's Bar and Grill. That thing will be open real soon, so I'll be announcing it, and so will a lot of other people. Raines Plumbing. If you need a plumber, I've already had about 4 good reviews on Raines Plumbing. If you're on YouTube, right there is their card and telephone number. Charlie Guerin. What can I say? Charlie's always here. Railhead Barbecue. Qualified Tree Care. This is their last day as a sponsor. I haven't heard from them, so if you're in the tree trimming business, you want me to promote your business, get a hold of me. Passport Getaways. If you're planning a trip or want to plan a trip, these are the folks to use. Optimus Club of Fort Worth. They donate a tree to us every year. It's a great group. They do baseball, football, all kinds of stuff for kids. Onassis Masonry. We need a masonry or brick company to take over for Onassis. They have not renewed. Old South Pancake House, which is another Rex Benson owned company. His sister Pam owns Japanese Palace. They always, there's another 20 bucks or so. They deliver every year. K Ranch Roofing, Jorge and Brittany and Bree, they can just call. They'll come out. If you think your roof's got damage or something, don't get on the ladder and try to get up there and do it. Call them. Jenny Stewart, State Farm Insurance. This lady she's got a huge insurance company. David Hart Painting. Cross Electric. If you need a electrician, Cross Electric is the people to use. Fort Worth Lumber Company. Well, there's another lady that always contributes $1,000 or $1,500 to the bike giveaway. I'm going to send her a flyer here today. Fort Worth High Tech Signs. If you need a sign made, just call old Jeff Jones. He can take care of you. Express Dent. Dick Regester, Eric. They've been in business almost as long as me. But if you got hail damage, door dings, whatever, White Settlement and Carroll, they can take care of you. Pat and Richard Carr, Dickie Carr Sand and Gravel. You know, out of our donations, where's my bill? We've had 3 $5,000 donors. The first one was Pat and Richard Carr. Sid Richardson Foundation and Jeff Schuessler with On-Site Barricades. They are our big donors, $5,000 each. Coburn Catering, there's bikes. Steve Coburn always brings bikes. Burt Ladner Real Estate. Wes Williams is associated with those great folks. You need a house, want to sell a house, buy a house, whatever, they're the folks to call. Our friend Doug Peacock at A-Bird AC and Heating. Get your unit checked before winter gets here. You're going to go to turn it on when it turns about 35 degrees and you're going to say, oh my God, something's wrong with it. Okay. So, Joseph Neely's in. Keep the faith. That's right, brother. We always keep the faith, that's for sure. Good morning, Scott.
Morning.
I think we're live everywhere.
Yeah, you look good.
Did we? Yeah, you did. Okay. Casey Crawl Insurance. The Medicare deal, there's a lot of changes coming up. You only got a few days to get looked over the plan and sign up. So get a hold of Casey Crawl Insurance and they'll send somebody out or they'll make an appointment with you. You can come to them or they can come to you. Cook's Children's is going to be at our giveaway with the car seat, free car seat checkups, whatever that involves. Cook's Children's, Safe Kids. That's something else about the helmets. We've got to have helmets. Okay, I'm going to go over our banking business one more time for those that have just joined. In the bank, we got 20 grand, 350. This is money coming for sure that'll be in, that's either en route or will be in by midweek. Silent Barricades, Jeff Schuster, $5,000. Sid Richardson Foundation, $5,000. Matt Johnson, who owns Holiday Chevrolet, the pickleball court, all kinds of stuff. $3,725, $3,725. In other words, $50. Robbie Baker, RLB, $3,725. He bought $50. Tim Love, the chef, $3,725. The bank has got a check en route to us, Pinnacle Bank, for $1,500. Wes Williams is bringing $1,000 a day. So that puts us at 37 and some change, 319. We're going to order tomorrow or Monday another 300. We've already ordered 350 from Academy, so we've got 300 more that are going to be ordered today, tomorrow, or Monday. So that'll put us at 650 bucks. With what we've got coming, Fred's Texas customers, the International Aerospace and Machinists Union at Lockheed, the Welders Union at Lockheed. We got 4 unions out at Lockheed. We can come up, I've got it domino counted to 950 bucks. So from y'all, from people that are listening to me, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, I need 250 bucks. There's 50 here in the museum, so I need 200. That gets us to 1,200. And I think we'll go over 1,200. But we need helmets. We got to have the helmets. We can't put a bike to a kid and he don't have a helmet. So Brittany just told me that the online Walmart has got those helmets real cheap. Kathy's in. We're eating at McAllister's this Saturday. Scott, make a deal for Clown Burger. They're in trouble. They need help. We're going to eat at Clown Burger next Saturday. For Clown Burger in Haltom City, a lot of people that are Scott's age or younger, you don't probably know anything about Clown Burger. But all of us old timers like me, we grew up with Clown Burger on Belknap. Now it's over on Haltom Road, I believe. But they need business, and that's what we do. We help each other out. So next Saturday, is next Saturday the 9th? I believe it is.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so she's written her questions. Yesterday she sent 21 bikes, 16 toys, and 10 helmets. And you're on the live or you're on YouTube, something. So we're not going to ding you. We're going to help you get the helmets. You can buy them on Walmart online for real cheap, and the toys you can order online. So we're going to start a new slate though today, because it looks like you've got 2 or 3 pretty intense questions. So let's just do one bike. Is that fair with you?
Hey, Larry, how many bikes are we up to so far?
Well, if you count what we've got ordered and what we're going to have ordered tomorrow or Friday or Monday, we're at 700 bikes.
Okay, I'm updating the.
Okay, and the money for the bank, 37,319. 37,319. Okay, is that fair with you? Yeah. The Fort Worth Opera. Okay, what about it? History started May 29th, 1946. 3 different ladies, Eloise McDonald Snyder, Betty Berry Spain, Jeannie Axtell Walker. 2 of those ladies, now Jeannie was a pianist here, but those first 2 ladies were actually in New York on Broadway, or involved in the opera. So they filed for a state corporation on November 25th, 1946. It was the Fort Worth Civic Opera Association. Their first gig was Will Rogers. I'm trying to read 3 different phones here. On November 25th, 1946, they opened with La Travola, and it was sold out at Will Rogers. Does that answer your question? What was Bird's Fort? Okay. Bird's Fort, there's a lot of history there, so I'm just going to hit the high points. There was actually 3 different elections to figure out where the city seal was, either Bird's Fort or Fort Worth. But we're not going to do that. She wants to know about Bird's Fort. In the winter of 1840, Captain John Byrd led a convoy of Rangers from Bowie area, Bowie up towards the Oklahoma border, to up the Trinity and settled at what they then called it Bird's Fort. They constructed a stockade. Now there was a stockade. Fort Worth did not have a stockade. So this was all caused by a massacre that occurred in 1840. The Ripley family, not Ripley Arnold, but the Ripley family, which was kind of in the area, but not near Haltom City or in Tarrant County. The father was away buying supplies. His oldest son was plowing a field. He was massacred. The mother, the wife, and 5 other children were all massacred. And it was either the Caddos or the Comanches. We're not really sure. So this prompted the President of the Republic of Texas. He said, we got to do something. So they, and it infuriated the sutlers was what they were called. And so then ensued a battle of Village Creek, where Edward Tarrant and John Denton and another guy led a group of soldiers, and there was 2 battles of Village Creek, but the only person that was killed on our side, or on the civilian side, or the military side, was John B. Denton, the guy that named Denton County after the city. But there were several Indians that were killed and wounded, and children. It was another massacre that the white people did to the Indians. So nobody gets a pass in this deal from me. So anyway, they constructed a fort, and in fact that's where in 1843 the Indian scouts for the military that were employed under the Texas militia. The militia was formed because of that Ripley massacre. So they were going to meet at Bird's Fort, and there was all the tribes. There was 10 tribes that were notified, and all of them but 3. The Comanches didn't show up, but they met the president of the Republic of Texas at the time. Waited, and he waited like 2 or 3 weeks, and they never showed up. He left. He left Edward Tarrant in charge, and they made a deal. They signed a treaty, the Treaty of Bird's Fort, and what that treaty meant, and it was put together by General Jenkins Worth, which Fort Worth is named after him. He proposed a series of 10 forts that ran from here, Fort Worth, basically to El Paso, and that formed a line. And so the Republic of Texas told the Indians, you stay on one side and the settlers stay on the other side, and there won't be any problem. Of course, the military, the white people, broke that treaty about 45 minutes after it was signed. We broke every treaty we ever signed with the Native American Indians. A lot of people, you know, when I do public speaking about how people were mistreated, African Americans, but that wasn't anything compared to the Indians. That was, I mean, it was horrible, it was terrible to enslave somebody. But we had a United States president in 1873 that signed a bill, the Indian Removal Act, which led to the Trail of Tears. And that wiped out about 60 to 70% of some of those tribes. They marched them from Florida during the winter. Their orders were no coats, no blankets, march them till they die. Leave them where they die, don't bury them. So, okay, so is that satisfied? You amaze me. Well, sometimes I amaze myself. Okay, so we're eating at McAllister's on Camp Bowie 6333 this week. Next week it's Clown Burger. Hold on, Clown Burger, we're coming. Get those patties ready. What else? It's going to rain for the next few days. It rained on me coming in. We need rain, they say. The museum needs donations desperately. So help us out. Scott's doing neat stuff here. If you need a website made or anything technical, get a hold of Scott. He can help you. He's a lot cheaper than you looking it up online. And you know you can trust him. Okay, so we still need a florist. It's coming to holiday season and we don't have a florist to recommend. I don't understand it. The ornaments, Christmas ornaments, Fort Worth Memories Christmas ornaments, Scott will have the prototype in next week, and he'll tell you the colors that'll be posted on Facebook, YouTube, everything you can order.
Yeah, I'm putting a picture of the colors up right now. Give me just a sec.
Okay.
Building on the fly here.
Wow, those are pretty colors. Don't forget, tomorrow, Gangsters in Cowtown series starts only on YouTube, not on Memories. It'll be a series of several lessons or history lessons. I've got the largest classroom in Tarrant County, 130,000 active members. And that Gangsters in Cowtown is pretty close to me personally, since all my family, both sides, was pretty much in it. So Gangsters in Cowtown tomorrow morning at 8, and then I'll come back and do it again at noon on YouTube only. It won't be a carbon copy, but it'll be close. It'll be the same subject. But I'll do them live both times. Yeah, gangster era here was huge. They used to call Fort Worth Little Chicago. They should have called Chicago Little Fort Worth. We killed way more than they did back in the day. Until Al Capone just went completely nuts. You know that dude was making $1 million to $5 million a week during the Depression. Congress came up with the Prohibition Act, Volstead Act. That just gave the underworld the license to steal. In Chicago, there was over 1,000 speakeasies. Hell, in Fort Worth, there was probably 200. And the law, it was the worst bill, worst act they've ever, some people say, worst bill ever. And they repealed the Volstead Act. But the underworld had already made more money than they could spend. You know, $1 million to $5 million. There were some weeks he made $5 million in a week when people couldn't afford a hamburger. They afforded to drink, didn't they? What family was massacred? It was the Ripley family. Ambrose Ripley was his name. We're praying for you, Brittany. We need to pray for basically everybody on the planet. I'll be so glad when this election's over. You're talking about a divided country. Makes no sense to me. People were asking me about Ayman and that group, that era. That was all Democrats. But that was a different Democratic Party, I can assure you. The whole state was Democrat. And they got a lot of stuff done. Amon Carter Sr. was probably the most influential man in this area. He was the most influential man in this area, probably in the state that was not a politician. Never held a political office, but he ran Tarrant County and pretty much Texas with an iron fist. The way they're calling people dictators today, they would have called Amon Carter a dictator, I can assure you. The election results were taken to Amon before it was broadcast because he owned the broadcasting networks. Star Telegram and WBAP and KFJZ, or KTVT. Yes, 1948 was the first television program in Texas. If you were fortunate to have a little TV, they were little. You saw Mr. Amon G. Carter. Raymond Buck, who was the head of Chamber of Commerce, and one more guy, I think it was James Record, that worked for him at the paper. Okay, We done, Scott?
Yep.
All right, don't forget, join, start posting the link where they can click it on Memories to join the YouTube channel, please.
Yeah.
Do it several times. Do it about once every hour. Repetition, same stories. Okay, guys, I'll see y'all. You sign me off of YouTube, and I'm signing off everything else.